There are 3 million people in Iowa. There are more than 20 million hogs. Jake Peterson farms near Baldwin, Iowa.
Dad farms, Grandpa farmed, great-grandpa farmed before that, so yeah, we've been doing it for quite a while.
And you went off to school and got a degree?
Yep, got a 4-year degree from Iowa State.
Animal science?
Animal science, yep.
Jake's farm is a bit of a throwback to earlier Iowa farming. Besides growing corn and soybeans and raising hogs, Jake has sheep and cows. His kids have some chickens. Most hog farmers today are using large buildings called confinements, where thousands of hogs are raised.
I'm kind of the minority, I guess you could say, of the hog operations. Most of them are confinement. Nothing wrong with that. It's just I choose to raise them outdoors.
What's the advantage, you think?
One of the main advantages for me is I have extremely low overhead. I don't have the building infrastructure. I mean, I have some hot wire and some plywood huts. The downside of that is I have a lot more labor per pig than they do.
How about the taste? Does it impact the taste at all to have them out on grass?
I think it does. Yeah, I mean, clean, fresh air. They have access to grass. The finished hogs are in bedding. More of a natural environment.
When I think about kind of an old school traditional Iowa farm, your farm said sure feels like one, Jake.
Yeah, it does. Here, grab this one.
Sure.
And we'll just walk in here and give them a little feed. Just kind of push them back so they don't rub on you. Come on, girls. Shh.
These hogs are purebred Berkshire hogs. To understand why the breed of hog has anything to do with the taste of bacon, you'll need to rewind to the 1950s.
Frank Farmer seems happy as he pockets his check and heads back home. He has reason to be happy. He sold what the market is looking for, meat-type hogs.
The hog industry's push was the meat-type hog.
Take a good look at them as they come off the truck. They're not over-fat, but are long and meaty, with a well-rounded turn over the loin.
Farmers were encouraged to raise hog breeds that were less fatty and more lean. Why? One word: chicken.
Here's another familiar everyday scene. The American housewife shopping. She's the person everyone in the meat industry, producer, packer, retailer, is trying to please. Let's follow this determined young lady past the meat counter, where there are all kinds of meat, each competing for her attention. What does she buy? Not the ham slice with all the fat that will fry away in drippings. She doesn't want these pork chops, not enough lean meat. And she is passing up the pork roast with too much fat. But here's something she likes, and the pork industry has lost another sale.
For decades, the industry marketed pork as a lean alternative to chicken. Remember the other white meat? And the Berkshire breed didn't fit the lean label as well as other breeds. Fortunately for bacon lovers, a new pork push is underway, and that includes more fatty breeds like the Berkshire.
It has a nice red color where a lot of the meat's pale, and it has a nice pH and cooks nice, and it's kind of making a comeback.
Berkshire bacon was center stage at the Blue Ribbon Bacon Tour in Colorado. Iowa farmers Doug and Priscilla England were handing out samples of their Berkshire bacon.
We've never been to a bacon fest before, and there was a lot more people here than I ever expected, and I just couldn't believe the amount of people that really liked our bacon. They came up with really nice things to say to us about the bacon.
There had to be over 300 pounds of bacon we served right here.
Yeah.
Yes. There were pan after pan after pan of it.
Yeah.
We just couldn't keep up.
Along with Jake Peterson, the Englands are members of a co-op of farmers called Berkwood Farms. Instead of selling their hogs on the market, they market and sell them directly through the co-op. All of the farmers raise that heirloom Berkshire breed of hog.
We've tried to make it so the farmers, the small independent guys, can thrive in this pork business today and raise a quality product and get paid for it.
The meat-type hog is the answer to better pork in the meat markets, and more satisfied Frank farmers at the livestock markets.